Hello, today's video is about passive-aggressive behavior. Many narcissists use passive-aggressive behavior to get what they want. It is a very effective weapon after all. Passive-aggressive behavior is when someone says they're fine, yet clearly something has made them very angry. Their behavior and their words fail to align. This leaves their victims confused and wanting to do whatever it is they can to make this behavior stop. Some examples of passive-aggressive behavior are as follows. The silent treatment's a big one, which is refusing to speak to or acknowledge someone. When confronted, the person giving the silent treatment often says everything's fine, they don't know what the other person's talking about. Deliberately being irritating and pushing someone's buttons is also passive-aggressive. Running late is another one, in particular if the victim is naturally very punctual. When asked to do something, passive-aggressive people will procrastinate, they'll do the task poorly, or they will conveniently forget to do it at all. Sabotaging things important to their victim, such as spilling something on the victim's shirt as they leave for a job interview, is another passive-aggressive behavior. Mean comments or teasing, followed by saying something like, "I was just joking, you don't have any sense of humor, you can't take a joke." Deliberately making themselves sick, or if they're already sick, making it worse to punish victims for something is another passive-aggressive behavior. Feigning weakness or incompetence to gain sympathy or force others to do things for them is another big one. So basically, passive-aggressive behavior lets a person get angry without admitting it so they don't look bad for being angry. It also is a means of controlling a victim, because unless you're well aware of this sort of dysfunctional behavior, confusion will be uncomfortable enough to make you want to do anything you can to make the relationship return to its status quo. There's some ways you can cope with this sort of awful behavior. Start by examining the behavior before assuming it's passive-aggressive. Your best friend may not have returned your call because she's busy or she simply forgot. That doesn't mean she's passive-aggressive. Now, if she frequently doesn't return your calls or shows other passive-aggressive behaviors, that may demonstrate a pattern of passive-aggressive behavior. Remember, you can't change the person. Passive-aggressive people act this way because it gets them what they want, which means they don't want to change. Nothing you can say or do will make them change, in particular if the passive-aggressive person in question is a narcissist. You need to adapt your behavior to deal with them. Don't get sucked into the behavior. Remind yourself that their motivations are not about you. They're about this person not being willing to act like a mature adult to resolve a problem. If you do what they want you to do, or you show that you're upset by their actions, they realize this behavior gets them exactly what they want, so they'll continue doing it over and over and over again. Whenever possible, don't do what they want to do, and do not let them know it bothers you. Look at the situation realistically, and preferably with a little humor if you can do that. My mother used to give me the silent treatment on a regular basis starting in my teen years. Naturally, at first it was really upsetting. In time, though, I realized how ridiculous and childish it was, so it upset me less and less. In fact, there were times I looked forward to it as a break from her drama and abuse, so I thoroughly enjoyed the silent treatments. It also kind of struck me rather funny because she was trying to punish me. She didn't realize that I was enjoying this so-called punishment. Give consequences to people for their behavior when possible. As an example, if the person in question shows up late, stop waiting on them. If you're going somewhere together, leave without them if they're late. If you're doing something scheduled, such as seeing a movie, and the person shows up late, go watch the movie without them. Passive-aggressive behavior is truly extremely annoying, but it doesn't have to control any aspect of your life. Thank you for watching my video.